Hello, everybody. It is your girl Presh, and I'm back with another video. So don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button so you never miss a video when I do upload. Okay? And don't forget to, share my videos wherever with whoever. Shout out to my 107 subscribers, my precious babies and my baby boo. I love you. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. If you've been before, what do you do, baby boo? Don't forget to check the description bar down below. You'll find all of my perfectly curated playlists, as well as my links to the socials, Facebook and Instagram. It's open to the public now, y'all. Had to get a sip of water, child. Anyway, also, if you've been watching my videos but haven't subscribed yet, why not? I am a hoot. 107 people said so. Also, if y'all didn't know, my 100 subby giveaway is closed. We have announced a winner. Shout out to the winner, Precious Carter. Shout out to her. Yeah, girl, yeah. Okay. Just go ahead and hit me up and let me know how you want to receive your bag, and I'll get that to you ASAP. All right. Without further ado, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this video. This is going to be a Whatcha watching review, and I'm excited to do this review because I kept seeing promo for this show, and I was really excited about watching it, and I was able to watch the first 3 episodes. And I'm like, okay, y'all got me. If you don't know what show I'm talking about Hulu's newest show, Black Cake. Okay, I was very intrigued about this show because, it was basically in the previous cast saying this lady, clearly she passed, and, she died. And her kids was getting these recordings of her finally telling them the things she never told them. And so, of course, episode 1, we get into it where we see the main character, of course, on Eleanor, on the beach. She's an elderly lady. You can tell she's, of course, mixed. And she's on the beach and she goes surfing and she falls off the board. She goes to the hospital. Her son shows up, who is very handsome, by the way. And, she done broke her leg or twisted her ankle, something or another. And they basically tell her, girl, your leg gonna be alright, but, you got a tumor, shorty. And, her son is immediately upset. Mind you, he kept calling his sister, Benny, who is at her house laid out on the floor listening to sad music and stuff. And I'm just like, is she depressed? Is she depressed or something? Does she know something wrong with her mama? Like, what's going on? Her brother keep calling her back to back. She not answering the phone. And, he texted like, mama had an accident. But then he called his sister back and was like, mama fine. And it's just like, so are you doing this to be evil and spiteful because the heifer not answering her phone? Because had it been me, I'd have been like, mom had an accident and now it's something else. So find your way to the hospital or to her house or somewhere, honey. Because get it together, okay? Next thing you know, we fast forward to him sitting in all black in an office somewhere. And clearly that means the mama done died. But what the gag of it was, I'm thinking this was a couple months later. No, child, this was a whole year later. You heard me. A whole year later. And I was like, okay, I like how y'all did it where y'all didn't even let us know what the time was between we found out this information and now. So, of course, the son, Byron, he was like, come on, let's go ahead and get over this. And the lawyer, who was played by Glenn Truman, who played, depending on how old you are, Colonel Taylor on A Different World. Or if you watch season 4 of Fargo, he played preacher senator, depending on what you know him from. If you really of a certain age, then he was in Cooley High. He was the one with the glasses, whatever his name was. I think his name was Preacher in Cooley High too. Anyway, so he the lawyer, whatever, and he like, your mama said we gotta wait for your sister. So Benny finally show up, child. She got a coffee cup in her hand, talking about, I'm sorry. my car wouldn't start or whatever. She set her keys and her coffee cup and stuff down, and she was like, um, the brother said something, and she was like, get up and hug me. It was like, bitch. She was like, come on, Ma just died. He was like, oh, like you would know. Ain't nobody seen or heard from you in forever. And, you know, she was like, well, you had told me that mama was fine. He was like, girl, that was a goddamn year ago. And I was like, not this bitch ain't gonna see her mama in a year. But then to come to find out, the girl hadn't been around her family in 8 years. So imagine 9 years go by and then your mama died. Girl, Benny, that's her name, is trifling. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't know if she done set a boundary or something. We ain't get that far. But as of right now, the fact that that girl ain't seen her mom in 9 years, trifling. So then, the lawyer friend, I gotta figure out his name. I think his name is Mark or something. John Mark Jacob or whatever his name is. He hands Benny a note from the mama, and she called them BNB. Now, the lady has a Jamaican accent, and I ain't gonna try to have a Jamaican accent, but depending on how we get down with this show, because I am gonna give y'all reviews on this show, y'all may or may not get a jacked up Jamaican accent, okay? But she called them BNB, and I thought she was saying Bambi. I was like, why is she calling that boy Bambi? But it was BNB. And so, so she basically wrote them a letter and let them know that, you know, she wanted them to listen to these recordings of her finally telling them her story, because they always asked her questions, and share a slice of black cake that she wouldn't freeze for them. And I was like, black cake? Forget that that's the whole title of this show. And I'm like, okay, so why is this called black cake, right? And so we get into it. So Betty like, well, can't you just make 2 recordings so me and him can listen to it on our own time? And the lawyer friend was like, yeah, no, it's not gonna go down like that. Your mama wanted y'all to listen to this together with me present. Okay, all 7 recordings, so y'all could get to know who she was, right? So they go right now to the house, to the mama house or whatever, and they wait on Benny to show up, and she get them. He played a recording in the thing, and first thing come out her mouth was, well, I know y'all wanted to know who I was and everything about me, so I gotta start from the beginning. So first off, Eleanor ain't even my real name. And I said, bitch, what? Then who are you? Who is Eleanor? Where did that name even come from? Me and the kids both was in confusion, because we was like, well, bitch, if you not Eleanor, then who is? So as, you know, she's telling the story and narrate, we go back to, you know, the younger version, which of course they did show in the previews and things, of Covey. And so we meet Coventina Lynn Cook, who, you know, is a young girl, and she out there swimming, and you clearly can tell she's of Chinese and Jamaican descent. And so then we see her parents, who, by the way, the actor and the actress who play her parents, gorgeous. That mother, can we talk about the actress they got to play the mother of Covey, Eleanor? That lady is so gorgeous. I'm talking about like, that's the only way I could describe that lady. Like, she is so beautiful. Like, that lady is stunning. Like, stunningly beautiful. Like, that lady was just so stinking, like, model-ass beautiful. And so, of course, you know, Covey is out there swimming with her best friend. I think her name is Bunny or something or another. And they patois Jamaican accents is real heavy. Not gonna lie. Because I'm like, what is that girl's name? Is it Benny? And I think her name is Benny or Bunny, and that's where the daughter's name comes from. I'm gonna have to go back and read. But, so it's her and her best friend are swimming, and they're having a good time. You know, they show the little girls. And you see the mother and father over there talking about the daddy gambling problems. And I'm like, oh, now he got him a gambling addiction, child. And mom's like, look, you need to stop all that. Ain't nobody got time for that. And so then we see as the story go on and she gets older, her mama then went ahead and left. So now she's telling her daddy, and now she's actually like competing and training and stuff to, become a better swimmer and things of that nature. And so her daddy, his gambling and got like real bad, that he be betting on her when she be over there doing a little trial swimming stuff. Excuse me, wherever she be at swimming. So mind you, she got out the pool, and this boy, he an okay looking young man named Gibbs or Gribbs or Gibson or something another that child name was. Asked the dad if he could take out on a date. And the daddy was like, no, you cannot take her out on no dates. I told you I'm going to have or whatever. And his daddy was like, who is this boy? And where he come from? And why he want to take you out on a date? No, you need to train. And so she was like, okay, Pop, don't even worry about it. So after that, come to find out her and the boy secretly dating. He was like, that's not even the way I wanted to meet you, Pop. Why we got to hide him? Why I can't tell him that I'm dating you? And she was like, it's not even like that. Me and Benny, we're going to train. And you come down there to the beach and you can train and all of that. Y'all get sick of this fake ass Jamaican accent I feel. I'm sorry. But I had to do it, y'all. Anyway, so after her best friend was like, girl, no. And so next thing you know, her best friend was like, girl, all your daddy trying to do, he trying to look out for you. And then she see her daddy over there getting paid from betting on it. She said, yeah, that's how you look out for me? That's what my left. And so she said, get wait up. Man, they go down there to the beach or whatever. And so she swim with him on the little surfboard. And he was like, girl, they didn't like them little foam boogie boards you was on. And so she get on the thing. She fall off. He swim out there to get her. And everybody looking because they was getting ready to kiss. And she was like, look, we could swim out to the little cave. And, we could kiss and dry hunch in the cave. So they in the cave kissing and whatnot. They done got lost to the track of time. Her best friend, they decided to start training. Mind you, next day we know it's a hurricane. So her best friend, I think this might have been the next day or something. But anyway, so they getting prepared for everybody getting prepared to close up shops and stuff because it's a hurricane. And so the best friend mom and them called him like, Ellie, you seen Benny? He was like, no, I think Benny and COVID are together now. And come to find out them heifers out there trying to swim in the water during the hurricane. Benny whatever her name is, the best friend, she done made it to the shore. Everybody like, oh my God, where's Kobe? She like, child, I done got tired. I wasn't gonna keep swimming. And she was like, you know what? My daddy showed up for me. Her daddy came out there to get her. Mind you, the boy was apologizing, telling him it's my fault that they was even out here. And dad was like, you stay away from my daughter. Don't you come nowhere near my daughter. And so then they go back to the house or whatever, and it's like the next day, then we come to find out the daddy gambling and got so bad that he owed somebody named Lil Henry or Lil Clarence or Lil John and the East Side Boys. No, I think his name was Lil Henry. Lil Henry some money, and they done set his little grocery store on fire. Mind you, why he gonna run right up the street, like literally across the street, up the road to his shop to try and put it out. Lil Henry, little ugly brothers are standing outside looking at her, cause she came outside in her night clothes trying to help. But that's like, girl, go and get your ass in the house. You ain't your night clothes now. So she go in the house, she like, so whatever. And so after that, she noticed that Lil Henry, little brother still be outside, like, lurking and shit. Like, can y'all go on about y'all business? Gotta find out, daddy, that his gambling debt then got so bad. So after that, then we see Lil Henry one day decide to come strolling up in the house while COVID was in there minding her business. And he like, what's up with you? He was like, and I know all about you and that boy. And she was like, why is you in here? Why you all up on me? Like, all up on her. He was like, I know your dad ain't here. But just know me and you, we're going to be together real soon. With your pretty self. And then he go on about his business. And she almost called the police, but then she had to realize that she couldn't call the police because, Lil Henry is dangerous. So then the daddy come home and she like, oh my God, Daddy, Lil Henry was over here and he was touching and looking at me and groping all on me and shit. And I did not like that. And the dad was like, I know he came over here. And she was like, excuse you? You knew he came over? He was like, yeah, he want to court you. She was like, court who? Baby, I'm not even, what? I'm not 18 yet. What are you talking about? And then, she was like, I think we can figure out a way how to, settle your debt. He was like, I already figured out a way how to settle my debt. She was like, how? He was like, you gonna marry Lil Henry. She was like, I'm gonna do what now? She said, how we go from courting to marriage? We didn't skip the step. We went from 1 to 3, baby. Where's 2? Because this is not adding up for me. How we go from he wanted to court me to now I'm about to be his wife, baby? Like, how this go down like that? He was like, this the only way. She was like, yeah, no, this not the only way. And I don't like none of this. And he was like, I'm the parent. This the final say. Mind you, they did of course get into a argument or whatever after the fire or whatever. He said he called the mama a slur or something that apparently I guess the Chinese people called Jamaicans or something. I don't actually know what it mean or what he said. I'm not finna try and repeat nothing. And so the girl was like, so Coffee was like, so when you look at me, that's what you see? You see my mama or whatever? Oh, okay, I got you. So after that, she go and see her boyfriend Gibbs or Griffin or whatever that boy name was, and she let him know what's going on. She was like, look, I don't want you to hear this from nobody else but me, okay? I don't want you to hear no rumors about me and Lil Henry. And so she basically told him, look, my daddy done set up this marriage, this arranged marriage, so I can marry Lil Henry to settle his debt, but we gonna figure something out. He was like, what happened? He was like, girl, we could run away together, me and you. And she was like, yeah, no, I wasn't expecting you to say that, and that ain't it. But we're going to figure it out. We're going to find a way. And so then they hunch on the beach. And I was like, just going to have sand all in your coochie. All right. So after that, she said she go along to get along, play along. And he sitting there watching her get her dress fitted and stuff. Because, he got to pay for it. Because, he the big man on campus. Because, he a long shark or a drug dealer. I don't know what Lil Henry did, child. So while he in the middle of planning this wedding and stuff, her mama best friend who wound up becoming like the housekeeper at their house, Pearl, she ran there making a black cake for this wedding, and apparently that's like a way you blend cultures or something. It's like a Jamaican thing. And so, she was like, how dare you be up here making a black cake instead of trying to help me figure out how not to marry this man? And Pearl was like, girl, what you want me to do? Your daddy is my employer, baby. She was like, I wasn't expecting you to do this. She was like, look here, girl. And she's like, you my mama best friend. She left you here to look after me, and you call this looking after me? So, baby, she was high with everybody. So then we get to the day of the wedding. Her best friend give her this little necklace or something that Pearl told her to give her, I guess, her mom or grandma or somebody. It was something old borrowed. It was about the color of this shirt. So she put it on or whatever the case may be, and she told her, look here, baby. When you're feeling uncomfortable, just let your mind wander. Just let your mind drift back to something nice that, ain't gonna make you feel bad. So after that, her daddy coming there to walk her down the aisle. She told her daddy, let me tell you something. After the day, after I marry Lil Henry and become his old lady, his wife, you is dead to me. I say, I know that's right. Because, bitch, you ain't going to set me off and think we going to kiki and laugh about it. Oh, no, baby, fuck you. So, he tried to keep a poker face, but he could tell, oh, bitch, she's serious. She looked very beautiful as brass. So, they go out there and they walking down the aisle. She was like, she could tell her daddy realized what the fuck he had did. Sold his daughter to Lil Henry. So they standing up there, whatever. And they was like, do you take Lil Henry? I think his real name is Clarence Child. Y'all already know. Clarence living home with both parents. Anyway, so they was like, you take Clarence Henry to be your husband? She was like, I do. And he kissed her. She was like, I was like, me too, girl. Because that nigga up here looking like, if y'all ever watched the show Scandal, that man literally looked like the actor who played Edison, the man who, the black dude who, what's her face, dated in college, him. Anyway, he looked like that man to me. Mind you, they at the little reception, and, everybody just so gung-ho to this man and married this 16, 17-year-old. And I'm just like, Y'all all trash. Every last one of you. So he's sitting there, they taking pictures, and he telling her, you ain't gotta worry about that boy no more, cause you my wife. You my property. And it's just like, you old dusty nigga, you. Anyway, they at the party, and the best friend talking to her and everything, and you know, she just sitting there miserable. Next thing you know, he was like, you know, I'm a dance after I drink this drink or whatever. Next thing you know, we see Pearl and the daddy arguing about something or another. Next thing you know, Lil Henry fall over, get the foaming at the mouth, child. He dead. I was like, oh, girl, who poisoned him? And I was thinking it was the cake. I was thinking, bitch, that Pearl that made a poisonous cake and everybody else eating it. But I was like, I didn't see him eat no cake. He drank that drink. So somebody poisoned the champagne he ate. So he done fell over. Next thing you know, Kobe see that as her chance, baby, and she run. She run. I'm talking about she booked it, okay? She was running like Suge was running to get the ceiling. She was running like Tina was running across that street to get away from Ike. You hear me? She was gone in that white dress, honey. She got to that beach and took that dress off, kicked them shoes off, and jumped in that water and was gone. After that, we see the police say that, you know, your daughter done disappeared. We don't know where she at. They technically declared her dead because she was in the water and they wasn't about to look for her because it was about to be like a storm or a hurricane or something. So they was like, look, we're going to declare that whole dead for now. But if she show up, she is a fugitive, okay? And she is a suspect in the murder of this man, okay? So then the little ugly brothers come tell him, you better pray your daughter dead. Because if she ain't, you and her both gonna wish she was. And I was like, not the little ugly brothers, but I understand, bitch, because you know, it's whatever. Anyway, so after that, the best friend and Pearl was like, you know, oh my gosh, she gone, she can't be gone. And then Pearl was like, baby, I don't think she gone. And then the friend was like, oh, she might have been hiding in her little cave or whatever. So after that, she, you know, swim back to the beach like real late at night when, you know, everybody gone and you know. And so Benny, whatever the friend name is, the best friend, she showed back up to the beach with clothes and all type of stuff, some money. She said, look at girl, we done got you on the ship to go to London. You gonna be under the name Coventina Brown, your mama maiden name. Go get your ass up on out of here. As far as everybody else know, you dead, okay? Take your ass to London and get the fuck on. So of course she make her way to London as Coventina Brown. She get to London, and she goes to this boarding house where, you know, the refugees from the island go. She wound up getting a job as a nanny. And the white people, of course, apparently like hiring Asians because they already had an Asian lady in there working, cleaning and stuff. And, you know, she wound up getting caught in the rain because, you know, she didn't have all the proper stuff. She was lying and said that she lived with her grandma or whatever the case may be. But, you know, she eventually had to tell the truth, like, look, well, half truth. That she didn't actually live with her grandma or whatever, you know, mama died, all that. So then she tell us basically at the end of the first episode that Eleanor had to die in order for her to become Eleanor. And I was like, bitch, wait a minute. So is you a murderer or ain't you a murderer? So baby, that in that first episode, I was like, oh my God, she's a murderer. Baby. But yeah, y'all, so I'm gonna get ready to tell y'all what happened in episode 2. So we gonna end this video here for episode 1, okay? Because baby, ooh, it was something good, okay? So don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button so you never miss a video when I do upload. And don't forget to share my videos wherever or whoever. So you know you rock with your girl. I love you. Bye.